great. You're amazing.
To me, by me allowing myself to be vulnerable and to show one of the hardest times that I experienced, and I experienced way harder things, but to be vulnerable and show you my weakness, show you that struggle that people usually don't see. And sometimes this can be embarrassing. Just imagine to everybody that ever known me in my life, and then they see me like this. And even though this is not how I'm going to be forever, this is still part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take for me to be constantly keep doing this and constantly working. And then sometimes we allow that judgment from others to stop us from healing property or stop us from being vulnerable and showing that vulnerability to others, not in a negative trait, but a trait where you got it too. It don't matter what you may be facing or going through, but if you don't have that mindset to be able to fight, that's the difference. Having that mindset and having that faith and having that belief in God and having that relationship with God is really the only way that I get through anything that I have ever been through. And every day is not an easy process. Some days it's sad, some days it's happy, some days it's some days you feel a little bit depression coming in, but it's just like when you see those things, I can't allow them things to overcome me and control me emotionally. I got to allow them things to be a evaluation so I can look at the reality is this is what it is. But I don't only accept the reality because they say this is what it is. I accept the reality because I know how my endurance and my strength is. And if I know how my endurance and my strength is, I know that it don't matter what it is, I ain't stopping. I'm going to keep progressing. I'm going to keep fighting through it. I'm going to keep achieving the things that I need to achieve within me with my personal goals, as in healing process. And just to let you know, it's not easy. It's a challenge. You look at yourself sometimes like, dang, I remember. Then you got to go to Amazon to buy a little grabber because you can't really reach, you can't bend. But the healing is there. I'm going to be totally honest. This is a challenge. Everything has changed. My daily routine and the things that I can normally do. And I realize that these are the type of things in life that can make you or break you. You have to be mentally strong. Every day can be part of the process. But if you keep moving through the pain, through the hardship, this is what builds that strength and that endurance. See, ain't nothing stop me, nothing will ever stop me because my endurance. I'm a fight. Every day I move a little faster. Nighttime, sometime I'm in more pain. But one thing I will say, this right here will change my life forever. But it won't change it in the negative way. It won't change it and impact it where it leads to a decline. This right here is showing who I am mentally, physically, and spiritually. And yes, I'll be totally honest. It ain't easy. You got to be mentally prepared, definitely when nobody around. Some days is easier than others. Some days is hard. Some days you got to put a smile on your face, even though you're in pain. Now they can't see your pain. They just see a smile. And I think that's a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. I'm gonna walk back. One thing I have realized in my life, just from my personal views, experiences with other people, seeing other people's experiences, we hold on to a lot. And my thing is, like, life is so short. We ain't really promised tomorrow. And I see a lot of people hold on to resentment and anger and holding on to what that person done to me. And then not realizing what it's doing is really tearing you up on the inside and eating you because you won't forgive or let go. I believe this is the time, if you are receiving this message or listening to this video, it's your time to let it go. Life is too short. Either you can hold on to it and be miserable and keep them emotions bottled up, or you can release it and let it go for you and forgive. And even if you don't want to say, I forgive you, or you don't want them to say, I apologize, then if you don't let it go, it's going to eat you inside. And remember, life is too short. Nobody is promised tomorrow, but we think we have it, but you never know. And if today was your last day, how would you treat the people around you? I understand your situation, even if I'm not personally in your life. I can relate to different situations but my life experiences have allowed me to grow through everything that I've been through. And every time I have a life experiences, it's not just the same day, it's just 100% growth, and it's different. It take time. Sometimes it take years. Sometimes you don't even realize what is need to be revealed so you can work on. Because a lot of the times we think that we know and we don't. And sometimes we think that we know and we don't even try. And I think it's a point where in your life where you making excuses for everything and you blaming everybody else, then that means you're not holding yourself accountable for your own actions. And then you're not even holding yourself accountable for not even creating boundaries or not knowing what boundaries is or creating them boundaries in your life. So that way, no matter what, the value will always be within you and your life and your decisions, because you create your own space. So if you create your own space, you have the power to allow who in your life and who is not in your life. But a lot of the times we don't know this off rip. Like, I believe every day is a test. And I think sometimes we don't recognize what the test is. Sometimes I think we recognize the test, either we deliberately ignore it or we have ignorance of the test that we are going through or about to go through. And sometimes we don't even realize that we done been through a test or we going through a test and we done passed it. In life is crazy. Every day is an experience to make ourselves better. And every day is not perfect. Some days it's going to be worse than others. Some days it's going to be better than others. But I think it's about our mindset and our choices to see and figure out where do we want to go from here. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times we can talk a good game, but we don't actually put that effort in to change what we want to change, as in goals, ambitions, your dreams, your plans, relationships. It can vary in so many different ways, in so many different categories. But my point is, every day is a low-key test. And not only every day is a test, everyday interaction can be a test. Whether you going to the store, whether you at work, you interacting with your kids, you interacting with your significant other, interacting with your family, you interacting with your friends, you interacting with strangers. Just every day, everything is a test. And it's just like, how am I going to come out on the other end? I just think that your energy is horrible. Your energy is horrible. Definitely, if you wake up in the morning automatically with a negative frequency, automatically miserable. And then you don't understand, once you start that day like that and you begin to be miserable and with attitudes before you even walk out your door, it's going to be bad. And everybody that cross your path is going to feel that frequency and feel that negativity. You know, so either you just a negative person or you don't know how to manage your emotions and address things that you are going through, because either you are not addressing the things, you taking the things and just putting them up and just keep putting them up. So eventually it just explodes, or you're not holding yourself accountable or the people around you accountable. And it got to be some point where enough is enough. But you the only person that can determine enough is enough. Because if you don't determine, that means that you don't even see it from your own vision that it's a problem. And if you don't see this a problem, either you're not holding yourself accountable, you don't know how to hold yourself accountable, or you just simply don't care. And I think it's just time to look in the mirror sometime and check that. Definitely, if you... Testing 1, 2, 3. It's funny that I didn't truly know how big and strong my light is until I went into darkness. When I went into darkness, that's when my light shined the brightest. And this is the point in your life where you never dim your light. You don't dim your light for darkness or because you're going through darkness, and you don't dim your light for other people. A lot of the times we minimize who we are for other people. We minimize to be accepted. So we shrink ourselves just to fit in. No more for you and no more for me. My light will always shine bright. And don't get intimidated by my light. Don't get intimidated by my confidence. Don't get intimidated by my endurance. Don't get intimidated by my strength. Don't get intimidated by my mindset. Don't get intimidated because you see me. Embrace it. And that's with anybody in your life, including yourself. Don't dim your light. Shine bright.
Bro, we live right now. Snoop Dogg is playing with my son right now on the Xbox Live. It's going crazy over here. Right now, he playing Call of Duty. I'm watching him play. I didn't see Snoop Dogg yet, but he coming, y'all. Snoop Dogg is about to be on the game with my son. Whoop, whoop. Cool, Red. This is what?
Skin.
So he gonna be on here as a black man?
Yeah.
You said this.
No, his video game skin.
So he's not black on the video games?
He's not actually playing with me, it's his character.
Oh, his character playing with my son. We about to be famous, biatch. Y'all. It's always going to be a distraction or obstacle. This year I had to learn how to walk again. All of these health complications, and now I'm having some more health complications. And even through the process, just trying to keep that smile on my face because, depression can destroy you. I don't want to be here. Gotta go check. That's why I never judge people, because you never know what people truly going through behind their mask. See, I put on a mask all the time, keep a smile on my face. I even put out positive content, but deep down inside, I'm going through a lot. Health complications, and it can get overwhelming. That's why I be trying to encourage people, because I know the position this can leave you in. And if you're not mentally strong, all of this can destroy you. And I refuse for that to happen. So it don't matter what you're going through, please be grateful today. You never know when it's your time or somebody else's that you love. Send that love to somebody. As a people, I believe that it's necessary for us to stop holding on to things. We hold on to things and don't want to forgive people, don't want to forgive ourselves. We hold on to what they done to us, or we don't want to hold ourselves accountable for what we done to other people. And I think it's time to change that, but I think it's different in everybody's life, because it's going to take you personally to take them steps to apologize or to accept the forgiveness. Stop holding on to so much stuff that's just so small. It's life. It's long and short. And it's unexpected. Like, be grateful for the love that you do have. Just, the pettiness gotta stop. See, my barriers and my obstacles is my health, but I refuse to allow that to stop me. That's why I'm gonna constantly make content. That's why I'm gonna constantly encourage other people. That's why I'm gonna constantly have a positive mind state, because this is not easy to be able to maintain, and especially the amount of complications that I'm having. It can be so overwhelming and frustrating. Anger, depression, you just feel like, because you can't fully do nothing. Just be grateful and never give up and fight. So if you hurting, fight.
Go like this. You see it pop up?
Yes, ma'am.
And say, use the key to hit it, and then you go to your TikTok.
That's fire, Mom.
So you can do it in the front or the back.
I like that a lot, Mom.
I don't know about y'all, but I got big plans for 2025. It's a lot of goals that I have to check off. A lot of achievements that I will do. It's going to be a very successful year for me, 2025. Got a lot of things that I'm working on, a lot of things in works. And we got to realize when we in our journey and our destination, it's going to be things that's trying to stop us. There's going to be things that try to keep us from being great. And sometimes it's stuff that's overwhelming that we can't control. This situation, like me being in here, this is not my last stop. This is just a detour. Let's get it cracking. What's this? Alert. I am alert. And understanding what it really means to unlock our mindset, because from our life growing up as a child to an adult, we have been programmed. Television, TV, radio, school, and different many things in our lifetime, including people, relatives, things that we have experienced in our life. It has trained our mindset to think and process our thoughts a certain type of way. So we have not really mastered our emotions, mastered the way that we think, mastered our confidence. Because in a lot of the times in our lifetimes, our mindset is not trained properly. First, I want to say, how are you doing today? Thank you for taking the time out to invest in yourself, because this is something that you can take on and pass on through generations. Everything that you have seen so far has been proper training and proper knowledge to help you in the proper way to create a solution. It took me a long time to develop the mindset that I have now, because I was insecure, and I also had the mindset of the programming that's been taught my whole life. It took a lot for me to be able to get out of my comfort zone and being comfortable and operating on my lower self, which is operating on a low frequency. Operating on a high vibrational frequency can change your life. It actually changes your mindset. It actually changes the way you think, your emotions, your characteristics. It's very important that we understand the truth of our mindset and how it is our mind. And we have to be comfortable in our own skin. We have to be comfortable.
Every day, an obstacle may come, but every day you gotta have that endurance, that mindset. Some days you may be still upset, a little bit sad. You may be a little stronger than you was yesterday, or you may be a little weaker than you was yesterday. But it's all about the mindset. I refuse to get defeated by any obstacle. I refuse to get defeated from my health. It doesn't matter what doctors may say, or even my health position of how it looks. I will never quit, ever. I will always move forward. I will always have that endurance and have that strength to move forward. I do it for my kids. I got this. Let's get it. I challenge you to do 10 things today. I don't know what them 10 things is, but as long as it's something that can help you, or you help someone else by helping you, or by helping someone else, it helps you. 10 of them. 10. I want you to do 10 things that's going to help you. I don't know what they are, but I know that you should do it. Now, I'm just saying, stuff happens out of nowhere, like right now with the camera. I'm trying something new and it just move all by itself. But sometimes you gotta make it focus and see if it focus back on you. And it sure enough didn't do it that way. So I guess I had to automatically do it. But anyways, what is going on? See what happens? You got it.
First, I need the perfect plan. You can keep making excuses.
Did foster care for 14 years. She's adopted these 7 kids.
With over 800,000 subscribers at its height.
So, I'll bust it up. It is exactly 3:58. I'm still up. Just got a call by the school. Said the kids will go to school tomorrow, and I got a doctor's appointment that I got to be at 9:30, but there ain't no school tomorrow, so I got to take them to the appointment with me, but I'm still working on this, and I forgot that I got an appointment. Oh, shoot, let I go to sleep. I literally just forgot. I knew I had an appointment, but I didn't realize it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got to wake up, plus it's snowing. But I kind of in a creative states, but I didn't really want to be here earlier, as y'all know. When it comes to the room, in the creating room or the creating whatever state mind, and that's what happens. Then you be tired. I gotta do this again. If I talk in a microphone, can you hear me? I'm just trying to do a test. I'm just trying to see if I can do a mic test to see if this is actually working for the phone. To try to see if I can get a clear sound for this, or could this be an option for that. I'm just trying to do a test to see how this operates. And if I'm recording on here, and can you hear me here? We can talk low, but I'm just trying to see if you can hear me here on the microphone.
Who's the man? You're the man. Strong, healthy, black man. Huh? Dun 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 dun. Time to celebrate.